Okay, so my name's David. I am in Lee, Maine, on the edge of Silver Lake on a wet Sunday afternoon, Memorial Day 2013. And I'm meeting here with the folks of Sergeant Joel House. And sir, introduce yourself and tell us about your son.
I'm Paul House. I'm a native of Lee. Grew up here, born and raised. And our son, Sergeant Joel House, was a quiet young man. He loved the outdoors. He loved hunting, fishing. Coming up here to camp, especially, is one of his favorite places. He was the type of individual. He'd take his shirt off his back. He was very quiet, but he had a good heart. But he also was a warrior. And he died doing what he loved to do, and that's serving his country.
Mrs. D. House, you picked up a stone right here that your husband's holding. Can you hold that up a little bit?
Yeah.
And tell us about that stone that you selected and why it would be special to your son.
Well, we just picked up this stone off of the shore up here. It's this camp here is part of land that's belonged to 5 generations in my family. It's come down from my great-grandfather and has been passed down. My have 2 sisters and I who own it now, and we share it to raise our kids and show them nature and different things that they wouldn't have opportunities for. I grew up, my dad was in the military till I was 17 years old. He was in the Navy. And so I don't really have a home that I can think of that I go back to. So camp is pretty much it because I can remember coming back here with my grandparents. So we picked this up. It's green, so we thought of some camo. It would be like Army.
Yes.
Or it's also kind of shaped like a little Volkswagen. I could picture Joel running around like burning the tires off of it if he was out.
Was he a crazy driver?
He could be.
He could
yeah,
be.
he could be. He had a good cover for his father. Let's put it that way.
So this stone came from this camp,
Yeah.
and what are some of the memories that Joel had at this camp?
Joel learned to swim
Yep,
here.
he learned to swim here.
And kayak and canoe. There's a little spot over there where we actually picked it up that's called the kitchen, and they would they catch minnows or over there, and they could bake them up in the sand cakes that they would make as kids, or catch sunfish off the dock.
What's something that you think that Joel learned here growing up at this camp, in this special place in Maine?
Joel learned about family and the importance of family, and family could mean like blood family, and it could also mean family of the heart. When he was in high school, and I'm a Spanish teacher, so I used to have international students, and for about 3 or 4 years we would have up to 20 international students, and we'd invite town kids here, and they would be swimming all over the dock and all over the lake and out to the dock and doing the kayaking and stuff. He learned to love people here and to include him for the family. And when 9/11 happened, I can remember he was a sophomore in high school, and he just wanted to do something to protect the world because some of his best friends were from Madrid, Spain, Barcelona, Paris, France, Switzerland, Brazil, and he had seen some of the things that the terrorists had done in their countries, and he did not want that to come to their countries or to our country. So he signed up for the Army, and because he wanted to protect the world.
Right.
And thank God some men and women stand up to do a job
Right.
that nobody wants to do but has to be done. We live in a country that is free today because of men and women like my son Joel and the Emery son Blair.
Both of Lee, Maine, very special town. Now, some hiker's going to take that stone that you selected here from the kitchen behind us, and when that hiker is hiking with this stone up Katahdin or the other mountains in Maine, I want that hiker to know what song can be playing in their head that Joel might be playing, because he was quite a musician.
Love to play the guitar.
What song is going to help that hiker get through that hike when this rock gets heavy?
Simple man.
Simple
Tell me more why you say that, sir.
Joel was simple, and the reason I say simple is he liked the simple things in life. Coming out, listening to the loons, fishing off the dock, roasting marshmallows and hot dogs, walking around in the woods. It didn't take a lot of money to enjoy life.
Yeah.
He enjoyed life, and that is a simple way to live, and it's the way we grew up, the way our kids grew up, and he loved life.
He played that song on his guitar, right? He's quite the musician.
Yeah.
Yep. He had that song down.
Played it was played at his funeral. Stairway to Heaven was too.
Was it really? What was another
Pretty hard
favorite
to-
song of
It's
his?
pretty hard to plan a funeral for a 22-year-old man. Somehow, some of the church songs just didn't
What's
catch
the
it.
song? Alabama, was that the
Sweet
song?
Home?
Sweet Home Alabama.
Yep, another
Yeah,
Leonard
yeah,
Skinner.
Hotel
He was-
California.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wild Thing.
He was a good player.
Yeah.
Good
Was he a wild thing sometimes?
No.
I would try to get him to be a little bit wilder.
Joel would just look up and grin at you like, no.
Yeah.
Although I have some stories, when you go to Mexico, he would go to Mexico with me in the summers. I was a Spanish teacher and I was taking exchange students there, and so he would go with me, and he had his own host family and his own friends that he would go there with, and he had a girlfriend that he was in love with there, and he
Play your songs on the guitar?
he got the desire to become a guitarist and be in a rock band from going to Mexico.
Wow.
Because his host brother was in a band playing over the city of Guadalajara, Mexico, and he wanted to be able to come back and play with them the next summer or two. So that's where he got that desire, and once he got with something, he stuck with it, and he didn't let it go until he saw it through the end.
Maybe Joel would say that's how you get the girls is get them with playing the music, wooing them on the music.
He was luring him with the net.
Yeah, yes, he was being patient with that, luring them in, giving them what they wanted.
All right.
Exactly.
You guys did a